with his manager, Father James Mitchell, the Monster of Beer! And his opponent, from Huntington Beach, California, the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe!
So often, Jeff Harris, we talk about the advantage that Abyss has in these matches of monster versus man, but his opponent tonight is no ordinary man.
Samoa Joe, he's a monster killer. As the chant rang out earlier tonight, Joe's gonna kill you, but can you kill Abyss?
I think if anyone is qualified to attempt, it is definitely the undefeated, highly disputed World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe. They say possession's 9/10 of the law, Jeff. If he comes up the champion to me, I'm not going to argue with him.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Brad. As you saw, Samoa Joe came to the ring with the NWA World Heavyweight title belt. He did not win it in a championship match. He did defeat the champion, Jeff Jarrett, and in doing so declared himself the uncrowned world champion and took the belt. And Jeff Jarrett's been on a hunt ever since trying to get that belt back. I'm sure he's issued a bounty out for it. And you reckon James Mitchell has orders to Abyss to collect that belt tonight?
That's a great point. We've talked about how cerebral, how smart, how sneaky Jeff Jarrett is. If I was going to get somebody to go retrieve my belt, Abyss, you got to think is the man to go for.
And I saw before the match started, as Samoa Joe was making his way through the entranceway, James Mitchell was going over a lot of information with Abyss. He was in his face, pointing at him, telling him specific things. I'm sure using some code words, key phrases that manipulates Abyss's mind. He probably has certain phrases he says to him just to invoke that craziness from Abyss, just to create more pain in his opponent.
I don't know what kind of control Father Mitchell has over Abyss, but I don't know if there's anybody else on the planet qualified to control Abyss, quite frankly. I just think if he could ever use all that for good. Maybe get him a nice white suit, maybe? Samoa Joe outsmarting the monster, stepping on the fingers. Father Mitchell, just as you said, well, a little slip. But Father Mitchell, once again, stepping up to have a consultation.
You know, Brad, I watch a lot of fights. And I remember it's been a long time ago, but I used to watch a lot of the kickboxing. And Johnny Terrio, He was one of the best kickboxers but they
Didn't
had
he used to host Dance Fever?
a different guy.
Oh.
But he used to have a manager that would come out to him and just talk to him in the corner, get him all pumped up. He'd go out there and just knock a guy out with one kick. That's what I see in James Mitchell there. He jumps up the apron, giving Abyss some kind of short lecture just to fire him up, make him want to hurt Samoa Joe even more.
Abyss tries to step on the fingers, gets nothing, but Joe once again outsmarting the big man. I had to pause. It's so weird to hear talking about somebody other than Joe being the big man in the contest, but he is the smallest of the two. Leaping knee strike, and Abyss is down.
Joe really putting some offense on the monster Abyss. Get those big punches in the corner. Now he's going to whip him across the ropes. Follows it up with a jumping forearm. Hold on.
Back kick, and Abyss is down.
Abyss definitely stunned at this point, laying across that bottom turnbuckle.
Well, Jeff, we can't see it under the mask, but do you think Abyss has got a dirty face?
That's not where you want to be. It's on that bottom turnbuckle for Samoa Joe. Hold on.
Face wash from Joe, but Abyss is up. Abyss, the face wash did not phase the monster.
Abyss wearing that leather mask may have helped his recovery time from those boot scrapes.
That's a great point.
From Samoa Joe, and he saw it coming, got up and delivered that big boot.
Leather on leather is a lot easier to absorb than leather on cartilage and bone.
Well, you know, when I'm riding my Harleys with Christy, we normally wear leather too, just in case we were to slip off the bike.
Leather on leather, right?
Exactly. Now we got these big forearms. Look at Joe's head rocking.
This is controlling Samoa Joe. What if Franklin, Virginia saw the first loss of Samoa Joe? It's inevitable. Nothing lasts forever. And what if, here at the Sadler Auto Center at this live event, Abyss put down Samoa Joe for the first time in TNA? Clothesline takes the Samoan's head off. Abyss thus far, Jeff, is well on his way to picking up the first victory ever against Samoa Joe in a TNA ring for anybody.
James Mitchell there manipulating this match, giving Abyss signals and codes throughout the bout. Now Abyss working on that head and neck, cranking Samoa Joe's head. You just don't understand how painful that is when you're trying to actually physically tear a person's head off their shoulders.
Boy, listen to the body-on-body contact. These boys are throwing some stiff ones, as they say. Was that the cane?
The cane right in the kidneys. As Joe hit the ropes, James Mitchell lifted up that strange cane of his, that big orb on the end of it, and just slammed it right into the kidneys of Samoa Joe.
Have you felt that thing? It's hard. I don't know what it's made of.
I don't know how you felt
down.
it. I'm not dare getting close enough with Abyss around. And you saw he chased referee Brian Hebner out of the ring right before the bout.
He's a very interesting fellow, that Mitchell. We had a talk the other night. He's got some interesting political and sociological views.
Oh, big splash in the corner. And Joe is down. James Mitchell said make the cover. Abyss rolls him up. 2 7/9. So close to picking up that first pinfall victory over Samoa Joe.
Man, we haven't really talked about it as much tonight as we did last night in Richmond, but we are on the heels of the most newsworthy week in TNA history. The signing of the Olympian Kurt Angle, the announcement of a primetime time slot on Thursday nights at 9. How much more newsworthy can it be if Samoa Joe were to suffer his first defeat in a TNA ring to close out this week, this 7-day period?
You got to believe James Mitchell's got that in mind as he used that cane again, striking Samoa Joe right in the kidneys. I tell you, there's a reason why strikes to the kidneys are illegal. Can create so much damage internally from kicks and punches in that area. Now just take a metal tip cane, and slam it into your kidneys, and imagine what that could do to Samoa Joe. Increasing the odds that Abyss will be the one to give him his first defeat by pinfall here in TNA. And I'm sure James Mitchell plans on grabbing that NWA World title belt, cashing it in for a nice bonus from Jeff Jarrett. Hold on.
Oh, he caught Abyss. I think he caught him a little bit low. Joe turned the tide. Penalty kick. Sid time drops all the way across the sternum of Abyss. Cover. near fall. Brian Hebner said it was 2.
James Mitchell went to the well one too many times with that cane. Actually hit his man. Wait a minute, he's on the apron.
Boy, Mitchell wanted none of Joe. Choke slam! Could it be? He got the choke slam!
The distraction by Mitchell allows for this move and possible pin. Oh,
wow, my mouth was hanging open. My jaw dropped. I thought we were going to see it. I thought Abyss was going to usurp the headlines away from Kurt Angle. I thought he was going to take the attention away from the new time slot. I thought we were going to see Samoa Joe's first defeat. Jeff, we've never seen Joe in this kind of jeopardy before.
Brad, I know you're serious about that. I saw you had your phone out getting ready to text message all the dirt sheets about here. Here's the first loss.
Hey now. The office watches these DVDs. Don't be stooging me off.
Abyss looks like he's going to go for that choke slam again.
Oh, one more. Will one more put Joe away? Some open hand strikes, knife edge into the side of the throat.
Oh, but Abyss with a big boot to the midsection. Hold on.
Power slam from Joe. It put down Scott Steiner, but did not put down Abyss.
I am amazed by that move. I didn't even know it was physically possible to hit that short power slam like that.
Muscle Buster, you gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me!
Mitchell distracting Joe. Hold on, he's got him by the...
He's got him by the goatee, I think. Oh, God.
And Abyss moving right into place to hit Joe.
We've got a double team. Brian Hebner is threatening a DQ. Oh, he got Mitchell. Abyss got Mitchell. Joe is in position. He's got the choke. Joe has mounted Abyss and has dragged him to the canvas. He's got the choke, and Mitchell is not in any position to bail out Abyss.
Abyss trapped in the middle of the ring, locked in that cocaine clutch, and he taps out. He taps out in Virginia, right here in Franklin, Virginia. A tap out by Abyss. What a huge win from Samoa Joe.
What an incredible bout, as even monsters must breathe, and Samoa Joe remains undefeated and will leave Franklin, Virginia in possession of the NWA World Title. Another 2-0 weekend for the Samoan Submission Machine.
Father James Mitchell, the monster